All right, hey guys, what's up? Expert Guide. You can see we're actually getting a strong headwind, which is a bit unusual for this hole. It's funny because this is actually a harder wind than the Master, which is kind of bull when you think about it. They really shouldn't set up a hole harder in Expert than they do in Master. So, but those guys, I don't expect them to, they've really never had a good grasp of how to control the game. So, I guess this is something that you would just expect anyway. I pretty much expect for the wins to just make no sense 80% of the time. So, and that's more or less what we have here. With this headwind, it actually makes it a little bit tougher for the guys with weak clubs. So the guys with a puck 6, a puck 7, they're going to easily be able to do this hole. You're going to have to work for it a little bit more if you have a weaker bag, which really makes it, a little bit less fun to play the tournaments when you can't, play kind of a little bit more of equal ground. At least change your bracketing system or something. But there you can see just a little bit heavy on the curl. And also my land zone, it wasn't quite, I really needed to actually land that just a little bit more left. So you can see I didn't get that up to where I need. As I mentioned, it's going to be kind of a bear of a hole with an puck 2 anyway. I should be able to still pull that off, but it's just going to require better execution. I landed just a little bit too close to the rough edge. What I typically, Jesus, God. So typically what I'll try to do is I'll try to land a little bit more over here. And you can see with where I landed, it ended up being a little way too close to this edge. So that's why I'm in the right rough here. I'm just going to pitch out here. It should be something that you guys can fix. And you should be able to get out into this fairway with no real issues overall. So getting it to where I am here, even with a puck 2, especially if you have power 4 ball, definitely going to be able to do it technically, but it is just one of those annoying things that you just kind of have to, there's never an enjoyable way to kind of compete against, guys that may have, you severely outclubbed, outballed, and, all the balls in the game are pay to win. Every cent, like they refuse to make a free to play option to even get 1 or 2 or 3 balls a tournament, which is absolutely ludicrous. The way that they run this game makes I cannot support in any way. So it is one of those frustrating things to see. But if you want to play the game, that's what you gotta be prepared to deal with. And guys are obviously still dealing with it, so it's never going to change. So you can see we're a little bit towards mid club. We're going to try to play mid-ish club. That was probably like 7.2. I knew I made, a slight adjustment at the end. I felt like I over adjusted the rings. But you also need to consider wind effect as well. And I was right. I did over adjust my rings. So it's even less than that. I probably only needed to go 6.5 there. So it's just something to be considering. Make sure that you're thinking, it's uphill, wind effects, stuff like that. So you can do one of two things. It may be best for you to just kind of try to get a consistent drive and maybe start your ball guide in the hole instead of trying to play wind effect. Maybe start your ball guide in the hole and then just do kind of an overplay method for this one. It may be best with the side wind. So when I say doing an overplay, if that wind, let's say that wind was 9, and I just put my ball guide straight on the hole with about 3.75 backspin, maybe I go 7.5 rings, which is definitely way too much. But considering the fact that I'm not playing wind effect, it might balance itself out. And then you can just start to hone in on that adjustment, figure out what it is, and hopefully come weekend time, you can get a few albatrosses there. So good luck with that. Good luck with your rounds. Be on the lookout for that second set of guides. I'm going to put a little bit more advanced bag for you guys the second time. So good luck, and I'll see you guys on that next set.